Good morning. Though out here in Utah, it is 11:18. So, good whatever, depending on your, what do they call that? Eastern Standard Time, Mountain Standard, Pacific time zone. There we go. So I'm here in St. George, and when I drove in, it was like 98 degrees at 5 o'clock. And I went to the Econo Lodge, which I do not recommend. If I ever come through here again, I would give the Virgin River Casino and Lodge a shot. They're only $39 a night. They're advertising directly off their site. And don't go with Booking.com. Go with Trivago. They have better prices. I could have saved $12 on that you-know-what hole that I stayed in for 2 nights. Why did I do that? Because at 99 degrees in a van, it's too tough. And I am going where I don't want to go. And I will tell you about that once I've left there. I do get my own little abode with Bonnie until she leaves on the 8th. I stay until the morning of the 11th. But they want me to shift back to their rental so they can shift one of their workers into the little house. Why? I'm not entirely sure. But I'm okay with it. I'm going to get a bed, running water, air conditioning, a swimming pool, a kitchen, a washer and dryer. And boy, I got to tell you, after what they did for, work on they destroyed my little purple scatter rug. And I'm going to wash that. I'm going to wash all my bedding. Wash my clothes. Those are going to be first. Clothes get dirty fast on the road. I thought I'd be able to stretch it out like I can at home. Not so. I've been to an outside of here laundromat. In Colorado, I've been to one laundromat, and I did a second load at Bonnie's. And that was all in a week's time. And now I need another load done. That's not bad since the 19th, I guess. What is that? Almost 2 weeks? 3 washes in 2 weeks. I'm going to try to be more careful. I don't know what... sweat. I was sweating so bad, you guys. I couldn't rewear those clothes. Gross. So right now I'm at the Golden Corral. I would like a salad, some chicken, and maybe a cooked vegetable like cabbage or something. So I'm going to go in there and eat that. I have got to get stricter. It's been very difficult on this journey I've currently been on when I left that adorable little town up in the mountains of Colorado, and I'm going back there. Guys, I cannot tolerate this heat. They say, but there's no humidity. Not so. It's going to be about 50% with this intense heat where I'm going. And they're having a heat wave. They're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. And so, God help me, please. God does help me. He's been helping me all along my journey. So my AC quit back in Craig, Colorado. And I'm like, no. But I've been having trouble with that third blower line. It doesn't say like low, medium, high, and high. No, it just has little lines and a fan insignia. Emoji, I wanted to say, a fan emoji. Anyway, number 3 will not come on. And what's worrying me is that is the resistor motor, he says. And I'm like, I told you about this when you went in. Why? You'll have to get that fixed. He says if they die, high will always work. Thanks. That's what you get for almost $800 or close to $750. Yeah, $750 for a new compressor. And I took they gave me the old one in the box. They said, go see O'Reilly. I didn't even have my receipt, guys. So I went into O'Reilly to buy another thing of glue because my mirror fell off again. I have no confidence in this. I really wanted the 3M rear windshield glue. And I think what I'm going to do is have them send it to Bonnie's. And then, yeah, I'll talk to her about that. Because I'm not going to attempt to put it on with a Permatex. So I was in Craig, right? Colorado. And it was intense. Guys, when the sun comes out, even in the high ranges, except for that one little town, in Colorado, it's like you're baking. And so I put up my, windshield sunblock thing. It's like Reflectix on one side, material. Yeah. So I stuck it up there, and it melted the glue right off the mirror mount. And down it came, my mirrors, my marshmallows. My marshmallows have hit the deck twice now. Thank God I keep it clean, or it would have been all messy. I keep wiping down my dashboard. The dust! Hello! So I met this woman who said, I was in a grocery store parking lot, I love your van. I said, oh yeah. I said, I've just gotten out with it, And she's like, well, I'll see you in the winter in Quartzsite. I like, Quartzsite? I said, that's very unlikely. Well, that's where you'll meet your tribe. I said, I don't want a tribe. She said, I thought that too, she said. But now I have friends, and when I'm in trouble, she said one of them came all the way from Oregon to help her. But I don't want to be beholden. I don't. Maybe I'm a selfish bitch. I don't know. I just know that I want my autonomy. There's the word, autonomy. And I don't want to be beholden. Well, I'm parked under a tree, so I have shade here on my little marshmallow. Because, boy, this poor thing would melt. And I'm telling you, melted marshmallow, So anyhow, yeah, what am I doing? I am waiting to leave here at 2 because I'm only a couple hours away. I have the address and the code to get into the little house. I could start my laundry, have that all done, and yeah, it's going to be good. Get my rug clean, get my bedding clean. It's going to be hotter than Hades there. I hate the heat. But I'm doing a favor for my kids, and I don't mind that. And I get to see them and my Finn. So, it's going to be a lovely time, I'm sure. I'm sure their place is really plush because that's Mikey through and through. And they can afford it, It's a write-off. They're doing a gem show and then something else, I don't know. A gem show and then shows at the actual rental of the things they found. Cool, right? I gotta put this up a notch. Gosh, I'm overheated already. What the heck? All right, so I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna get some salad. I don't even know if I want hot food. This is horrible. St. George is bigger than I thought. I thought it was this little. No, they've got 4 Walmarts. You know what? I think I'm going to, after I eat here, I'm going to go over to Walmart because they have scooters, and then I'm going to drive around. I drove around yesterday, and I spent $149. Ooh! Well, I hadn't seen a Walmart in a long time, and I kept making a list. I really would like this, and I really would like that, and I really would like this, and I'd really like that. And so I did. So I've got myself now a $10 folding camp chair. That was a good deal, And like, what if I don't find this again? And then I got this because Finn is well, hang on a minute. See that life preserver? Yep, I got that. Because Finn is always saying, please swim in the deep side of the pool, Aya. And I'm like, my arm doesn't work. Because, I got arthritis throughout, and I'm scared of drowning. So I said to myself, what if I had one of those on? Then I'm not going to be afraid to paddle into the deeper water because I got protection. A flotation device, if you will. I also have a gigantic cold sore. The stress of being in 98-degree heat for 25 hours. Yes, 25 hours. Now, it cooled down in Naples, Utah, enough It was rough, guys. I slept in the van, and it was rough. And I said to myself, I'm getting a hotel. So I got 2 nights for 112. It would have been 12 less than that if I'd gone through Trivago. More than 12 less. I think maybe 14, because it's going to come to like 98 or something. I'm like, I got screwed by Booking.com. Yeah. And it was a hellhole. Horrible. So maybe I'll come back through here, because I would really love to go back through the area like I did. Bryce, Zion, it's too hot. I ain't going. So that's pretty much the premise. I think I'm going to go back up 15 north, then I'm going to go across 6 east, and then I can't remember where I go from there. I want to explore some little alpine mountain towns, y'all. I'm not doing 80, 90, 100. It's not happening. Give me 60 to 72. And that's it. Daytime temperatures. And that's where she's going. Yep. I'm going to stay up there. If I have to sponge bathe myself instead of a shower, I will, because I don't think they have any showers where I'm going. It's little. It's tiny. It's adorable. I would like to explore it, indeed. And there's a high school ball field where I can park on level ground. There's another person staying there, and I couldn't see them. I didn't know if it was a woman or a man. They have like 3 dogs in an SUV, and that's where they appear to be living. Now, nobody bothered me. That person stayed on that side. I went on the opposite end. I don't know if it fills up over the summer. If I have any problems with someone saying you can't stay here, then I'll park down the way along the road, because it's a dispersed camping area. But I'd much prefer to be in the ballpark. There's lights. There's porta potties, but I don't need that. I have my own. And I just feel safer there. I do. So I guess that's what I'm going to do, and I would like to do it for the, most intense part of the summer. I'm going to talk to my kids about it when I see them, and, because I messaged Mike and I messaged Denny and told them about my thoughts, and no answer. So I don't know how they feel about I know they've always said, Mom, do what you want to do. And I get it, but I don't want to be a schlep either. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It was nice, even in a crappy hotel. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you should have. It's so worn out. The bed had collapsed on one side, and I didn't even notice it till the next day. And I noticed my back was really tight because, your body's trying to keep you on the bed. Not roll off. And then the door had cracks. I mean, it looked worse than my apartment door. God knows what's happening there. I don't want to know. So when Denny goes back from this trip, I'm going to ask him to go in my apartment and just have a look around. Do we need to change out the roach baits? Yeah. I don't want to go back. I want to go back for the sake of my Finn and my sons, Maggie. But I don't want to go back. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And now it's salad time. Yay! Bye.